Hello, everyone, and good morning here on TYT Sports. PSG have been in talks with many big players in the past few years, and of course, other big clubs for said big players. Now, there is a report out right now, not only on ESPN FC, but also on Sport English, where PSG supposedly are making contact with Barcelona about the services of the young Brazilian and very accomplished footballer Neymar. Now, let's just entertain this, okay? I'm not saying it's going to happen. I don't think any of you think that this will happen imminently. And there's also talks of other clubs potentially buying into Neymar and buying him out of his with his buyout clause of over 200 million pounds. Unbelievable. But nonetheless, let's just entertain it, okay? Just follow me here. Because the logic behind some of the reasoning from Neymar's camp, not from Neymar, but from Neymar's camp, is just incredibly odd. So Sport English published this, and by the way, PSG would have to pay 222 million euros. So here's what Sport English said. One part of his entourage is telling the star he should leave Barcelona. They ask him to step out of Messi's shadow and find more individual glory elsewhere. Let's entertain that thought as well. So step out of Messi's shadow at Barcelona because we know that he is simply not going anywhere. You know who else is in Messi's shadow? Every other footballer not named Cristiano fucking Ronaldo. So Neymar's camp telling him that they want him to step out of his shadow. It sounds like his camp and maybe his, in the words of Big Sean, his clique, want him to not only have more, but also them to have more. Barcelona is Messi's city. Madrid is Ronaldo's city. And they want their star player to be the face of another franchise. So, I guess what they're saying is step out of his shadow, potentially be a lesser player on another big club, depending on which one you go to, and fall in line with those that cannot get out of Messi or Ronaldo's shadow because they have rotated winning the Ballon d'Or since 2008. Every other footballer is in Messi or Ronaldo's shadow. So let's think about who is in Messi or Ronaldo's shadow. The best of the best. Alexis Sanchez, Luis Suarez, Manuel Neuer, Sergio Aguero, Gareth Bale, Robert Lewandowski, Andres Iniesta, Antoine Griezmann, Paul Pogba. So nonetheless, we continue with Sport English. What he has been told is that, quote, by the side of Messi, you will always be second. You will always be in his shadow. You know what I'd rather do? Be in Messi's shadow, continue to play in the Champions League, continue to win Copa del Reyes, continue to win La Ligas, and continue to cement my place as one of football's great players ever. I'd be okay with that. I feel like a lot of people would be okay with that as well. Is Neymar the type of player that could put the onus on himself? And again, we saw it with Santos, but that is apples to oranges in terms of major European leagues. Could he be that guy that puts another big club on his back and succeeds on the wing as well? I'm not saying that he can't. I'm saying he is in the perfect place to win trophies, to be in the discussion but not winning the Ballon d'Or, which it seems like his camp and potentially he want the most. He wants to pass Lionel Messi, and I understand that that is the great competitive gene that every athlete does have. But in a perfect situation, would you leave? Would you go to PSG? Comments, send them below. The other thing that this reminds me of is that in 2015, if you don't recall, there was another rumor and another star player being linked to PSG, and that's why I don't buy this rumor, is it was Lionel Messi. As you're seeing from all of these clippings. Messi in talks with PSG. PSG pursued, made contact, wanted Messi. They seek Messi. PSG are always going to be in the running to try and get some of football's biggest players and stars to come to their club because they could win a title easily because they're not having great competition in League 1. And they're going to be in the Champions League. So what they're gunning for is Champions League glory, and they've gotten closer and closer and closer. Now, to have Cavani, Di Maria, and Neymar up top as your 3 forwards, yeah, that would be tremendous. But would Neymar want to go through PSG in order to get to Champions League glory? Wouldn't you want to add that many more trophies alongside one of the best players ever? And you could be the yin to his yang. You could be Scottie Pippen to Michael Jordan. I don't know, man. It's weird. He signed a new deal in October 2016. The following years for Neymar and his buyout clauses: this summer, 222 million euros. Next, 222 million. 2019, 222 million. Another headline is that Manchester United Football Club could be in talks with Neymar next summer. We are 11 months away from that potentially happening, and I can't buy stock into it. But the question is, if you were Neymar, what would you do? Would you stay at Barcelona? Do you want to cement your legacy alongside Lionel Messi for many, many years to come? Or do you want to try and turn the page and start a new chapter with another big club and try and get that many more accolades and, it seems like for his camp, star power? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Follow me on Twitter, @RickStrom, on Instagram, @RickyStrom, and subscribe to TYT Sports.